What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the other side of the Firewall podcast, where we talk about the latest and greatest in cybersecurity news, as well as we highlight those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who made it to the other side of the proverbial firewall. My name is Ryan Williams, and as always, I'm joined by Shannon Tynes
What's up? What's up?
and Daniel Acevedo.
How's it going, guys?
What's going on? So, welcome to the podcast. Monday, Tuesday, our topics. Wednesday, discussion. Thursdays, Ask a Say Says P. I have a really good one coming up with Matthew Hale. And then Fridays, everything else movies, books, games, all that good stuff. But without further ado, I give it to Shannon.
All right, everybody. So this article comes from cybersecuritynews.com, and it's written by Tushar Subradutta. All right, and the title of this one is New Scareware Attack Targeting Mobile Users to Deploy Malicious Antivirus Apps. So here's the thing. They call this a new scareware attack, but this is not new, right? Like, this is something that we've seen before. I think what's new is the fact that it's moved on to mobile devices, but this is an oldie but a goodie, right? Like, this is the one they used to get the old folks with back in the day, where you get the pop-up that says, you know, your antivirus, or you need antivirus, or your antivirus is out of date or something like that, and you click on the link, and then you end up putting your credit card information in to buy some antivirus. That's not real antivirus, right? Like, that's what it is. But I think it's just the fact that it's moved on to mobile, right? And as with everything, stuff like this is cyclical, right? Like, it works. It was a tried and true thing that worked. And they're like, okay, what is the more common format now? It's not desktop computers, it's not laptops as much as it is your mobile devices, right? You have a computer in the palm of your hand. So pretty much what they're talking about is, you know, trying to make people aware of this. They call it scareware. And to be honest with you, like, even though I've been in the cyber community for a while, like, the term is new to me. I've never heard the term. Like, I've heard of your malwares, your ransomwares, but it was scareware. I was like, man, that's pretty apt. That's exactly what it is. But
Yeah.
never heard it before. But that's pretty much what it is trying to scare you into thinking you're trying to protect your information, right? Which, and in this day and age, like, it'll work a lot better, right? Because you see all the stories, like, we bring them to you every week about things that are going on out there, to where people, if they start paying a little bit of attention, they're like, oh yeah, I know about that antivirus stuff. You know those guys on the other side of the firewall, they out here keeping us aware of what's going on. So I need to go ahead and put my credit card information in here to get this antivirus. But yeah, folks, just be careful out there, right? It's there's a lot of different scams and scareware and malware and things like that are attacking the phones out there. But just be on the lookout, folks. Daniel, what's your thoughts on this, man?
Now, you hit the nail on the head on this one. I will admit, yeah, this is a oldie but a goodie. That's a good way to frame it. I will say, though, it's got some pretty graphics to it, though. It's using things that exist out there, right? JavaScript, HTML, embedding itself in there. Maybe from a website you're going to, or, yeah, mostly it's like a website you're going to on your mobile device, whether you're, reading something, and then in the background it's getting infected, and then it's coming up as a pop-up. I will admit, it does a good job of displaying like a broken screen with the pop-up, hey, you have to click here.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah, that's really clever.
That's a clever and a nice touch to it. I still think, and I don't want to hone in on my older folks here that have mobile phones, right? But I feel like this is almost an ageism of a malware attack. They're kind of these kind of things are very specifically targeted to older people that didn't grow up with the technologies, or these things are kind of new to them. Just as phishingware and spamware, like calling your getting a call and being like, hey, this is so and so. I'm with the police department. Your nephew's down here. You need to send a gift card to us to get him out of jail. Things like that are very tried and true, and they're geared towards that age group for a reason, right? I think if I were to get this pop up on my phone, like, let's say I'm reading manga on a website or something like that on my phone, and then all of a sudden this shows up, my initial reaction still would be to hit the power button, lock my screen, and unlock it again to see if it'll go away, and then turn my phone off and turn it back on. But if you didn't have the mobile phone from like, the wonder years since you were like a kid attached to your hand, and you use this primarily to talk to your like sons and daughters, and you get this, you're gonna freak out, especially with that graphic, which is really well done, and you're gonna click the screen. Like, it's gonna get a lot of people. Like, I can see this package of what this tried and true method to be very, very successful in almost all age groups, but specifically target to that older one. Just listen to the other side of firewall. We know what we're talking about here. If this comes up, shut your phone off, turn it back on again. more than likely to go away. Stop going to these less than legit websites to read or watch movies, and you probably wouldn't get these also. So those are my two big pieces of advice for this. But what are your thoughts, Ryan?
No, I absolutely agree. You bring up a good point. Like, if you're getting stuff like this, it could be because you've been somewhere you shouldn't have been. Right? Like your phone is dirty now because you went to a less than reputable website to view content that you should be paying for or something to that effect. Yeah, like the graphic kind of it makes me chuckle, but I can see how it would make someone panic and hit the button,
Yes.
right? That's why I call it scareware. For me, it wouldn't be because I'm a cybersecurity guy. I would just be perplexed. I would be like, when did my screen get cracked? And
Yeah.
how come this graphic is fine, but the screen underneath it is broken? Like it would throw off red flags, not because of cybersecurity, but just like I would be like, what is going on?
Because you know
I
the
don't
technology,
understand
right?
this combination of things.
Yeah, because you know the
What?
technology. But if your
Yeah,
screen is never broke and you saw that, then you'd be like, "What? Oh no,
right.
I'm
If you're
screwed."
yeah, if you're
So,
upgrading from a jitterbug to Apple
Firewall.
phone.
So let me ask a question of you two then. So let me pose it like this, as I'm thinking about this as you guys are talking and bringing up your good points. So the older generation that they're going after, right? So like when this was really prevalent, let's say 20 years ago, like are we saying those people were 30, 35 years old, right? Like it shouldn't be new to them 20 years later, right? They've seen this before somewhere where they probably would have been a little bit more sophisticated on it, right? So where is the age out? Like at what age is it to where it's like when it comes around again, it's like, okay, have people just forgotten in another 20 years when it's happening on our, our wrist dial phones that are implanted in our wrist,
Right,
20 years from
embedded.
now?
Chip
Whatever. Yeah,
chip in my
embedded.
brain.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
exactly,
think
right?
it'll get repackaged. I think it gets repackaged, right? It comes presented in a different way, kind of like this one with this screen cracking thing, even though the pop-up is perfectly fine. But I think it just gets repackaged in a different solution. It's used in a different avenue, like you said, with the mobile devices. And then it kind of gets a new spin for a little bit, and then people kind of
Mhm.
catch on.
Yeah, I would say that the very ends of the spectrum. It would be the super young who have not been exposed to things like this, right? But they still have a tablet, things of that nature. Like most parents are like, "Hey, here's a tablet. Like watch, I don't know, Dora the Explorer or Paw Patrol." And then the very much older people who just aren't tech savvy. I think anybody in between is going to be like, "What the hell is happening? What is this?" Um, and they probably will be like, I shouldn't have went to, site whatever. I, I did this to me. So
Give,
I think
give
that's,
give it give it time, and it'll be the regular sites people are on it. Be like, oh, I should have left X alone. You know what I mean? Like that's
yeah,
what's going to start happening.
it's coming, it's dumpster fire of a platform. I'm still on it though. So there's something, because you get information so fast, right? I'm getting it straight from the horse's mouth. Like these people are tweeting me before they sign executive orders. Again, a crazy world. You'd have to wait until the nightly news told you this, right? Back in the 1980s, there was a time where someone read you the news every night. They didn't put a biased spin on it. They just simply read you the facts and let you make your own decisions. Those days are now gone. So sorry to you. But um, I think it'll be those type of demographics. It's just people who have not been exposed to this stuff before will be the ones that fall prey to it. Unfortunately, I don't know. Like Scareware, like same thing goes with malicious links and text, right? So like that scam's going around. Like Florida got hit, and it's going from state to state. So I don't know if it originated here or not, but like toll scam, like because we drive through tolls all the time. Now we're getting SMS messages saying you have a toll that's overdue, and if anybody knows Florida tolls, it's only like $3.75 to drive through it. Don't pay that toll on time, it's triple that. Like, that's how they make their money. So it's just scaring people into to making poor decisions. So definitely continue to tune in to the podcast. Monday, Tuesday, our topics. Wednesday, discussion. Thursdays, Ask a CISSP. I have a really good one coming up for Black History Month with Matthew Hale. And then Fridays, everything else. Movies, books, games, all that good stuff. Hits up all the websites that go by our name. The Other Side of the Firewall. The Other Side of the FW, or Ask a CISSP. Hit me up personally. I'm at RyRy Security Guy. That's RYRY Security Guy, pretty much on all the platforms. But LinkedIn is where I'm most active. And where can they find you, Daniel?
LinkedIn under my name, Daniel Acevedo.
There it is. Stay safe. Stay secure.